was unplugged. Okay. Welcome to Pro Se Legal School. We provide the tools to help you shut down the court process. We got all these stinking technicalities. Okay. I think we're good now. I can hear. Can you hear myself? I can hear myself. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about, the 12 things the police ask when to pull you over and stuff. Um, okay, we're going to talk about a few other things too. So if you guys been following along, you guys know that I finally, because what we're doing is based off of the feedback, the real-time feedback from a lot of people, okay? But, okay, so you guys know I crushed the divorce process I was helping my foster kid with, and the bitch-ass divorce attorney, I'm sorry, that's what I'm going to call him. Okay, I can call him something else. The sissy-ass divorce attorney, Joshua Matthews, dismissed the divorce case, the fraudulent divorce case that he filed against my foster kid. And my foster kid had already placed his marriage dissolution on the public record that he got from our website at winincourtnow.com. And so Mr. Matthews and the divorce court judge, Miss Catherine Thiessen, decided they decided they didn't like my document because it didn't have a judge's signature on it. Well, they didn't understand that it had the signature of my foster kid on. That's all they needed. But, it took them a year, or I don't know how many months or whatever, to go sit their happy ass down. And that's how I roll. Yeah, we filed stuff in the thing in a notebook. Yeah, I showed it to you guys last week. Big ass thick notebook binder. No, I don't suggest y'all do that, but I was having fun. So, and then we got a certified copy of their entire docket sheet, the state court docket sheet, and used as evidence. Yeah, if you're in federal court, then you would just sue the federal court, get the certified copy of the doc sheet, and then you file your lawsuit in state court, drag their ass down there. One over there. They actually don't like each other. Yeah, they're like stepkids or something. Okay, so let's just get right to. Oh, by the way, you guys, we got a new playlist. What the hell? Getting people out of jail 101. I don't remember what the name of the playlist is. But, we got the divorce shit dismissed. They dismissed it on their own. It took a lot of punching and shit. Then we filed the $200 million shit in. We filed $200 million shit in, federal court. Then we served all them people. We had the attorney's bar card, and we had the judge's property at 1211 Massachusetts in Lawrence, Kansas, 66400. And she has her property. It appears that her property is listed on the internet as residential with 39 residents. And we went and checked it out, and it's commercial. There's a commercial sign out front, and it's law offices. And so, I'm not that smart with taxes and stuff, but I couldn't figure out why she would have it listed as residents when it's actually a commercial building. But it doesn't matter because we're suing that and we're going to be taking that turned into like a kids' dance studio and some other stuff for kids because the park for kids is right across the street. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And I have a lady that's already ready to do that. She's ready to retire from her job and run the kids' dance studio. She wanted to know how much the rent was going to be. Oh, I'm not paying no mortgage. I ain't paying property tax. I ain't paying them nothing. The only thing we're going to be paying for is, to keep the yard mowed and all that. So, although the people that's in the building can get together and they can figure out how to do that. Now, the new YouTube channel that we're going to Coach's Kitchen that we're going to have rolling at some point in time is going to feature badass recipes that Coach Neighbors put together using the Ninja Foodie. Yeah, the Ninja. Now, we're going to do other stuff too, but this is the crust of it. The idea is to create these recipes. Well, I've already created most of them. But the idea is to have recipes that can be prepped in the refrigerator. And then when you get home from work, you throw that shit in the Ninja Foodie, whatever, set the timer for the first whatever, and then, go take a shower, eat your edibles, or whatever the hell it is you do, make yourself a drink, whatever. Whatever you do to relax and kind of like unwind right after work. Oh, and then you come down half an hour and 45 minutes later. Oh, wait. No, you're rushing down because you can smell that shit cooking. I'm going to show you what I cooked tonight if I had a girlfriend. When she got home from work, this is what she would have been. I'll show you guys that when I edit the video because I have to add that in or whatever. Okay, and so the new channel, Coach's Kitchen, is going to be it's going to be manned by yours truly and my niece. And well, when my nieces are over. And my granddaughter, Jocelyn, she's really going to be the main one because, she really likes cooking. And we got pictures of her. She's 14 now. We got pictures of her, and she was like 8, 9 in the kitchen making pancakes and stuff. Okay. So anyway, that's going to be something you guys might want to subscribe to when we get up and running. And also check out the affiliate marketing products that we're going to have on both channels. If we have products that you need, you're going to get anywhere from a 5 to 15% discount if you invest in that product from the website. And then we also get a commission for our people buying stuff from them. And that commission is small, but it makes a big difference if we got a bunch of different things, whatever. And it allows us to keep our prices down so people don't think we're attorneys. Okay, that was a passive-aggressive punch in my own face, but so people don't think we charge like attorneys, okay? Because they can't think we're like attorneys. Because we teaching y'all ass how to kick their butt yourselves. Sorry, I had to plural that. And that's a big difference than what attorneys do, because attorneys just want to keep taking your money and make you go sit over there until it's time to take the deal. Now, I decided, so my prosecutor eliminated package is getting some freaking upgrades. Not that it needed it. Okay, so don't get it twisted. Okay, so it's So you guys know when I work for family, then I can't come to the table with the same shit. I'm just saying. So I got this young man that we're gonna get out of jail. I'm gonna get him out of jail. I'm gonna help him get out of jail, and then yeah. And when I redo this video tomorrow, I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm actually gonna post it tonight too. What we're taking to the table to help this young man get his ass out of jail. Yeah, it has some RICO shit mentioned in it and some foreign agent registration. I don't know. What I do know is that since we crushed the divorce process and forced them to tap out, go sit their happy ass down. Yep. Joshua Matthews, divorce attorney out of Overland Park, had to go sit his happy ass down. And now they're facing my foster kid's $200 million lawsuit that's filed in federal court. And they made me file shit. They ignored everything that we did. I know for over a year. They did not answer. Okay, so I already know statutes and codes are not valid laws. And they moved, they're in administrative hearing, so they can make up, they already did make up their own rules. They don't follow them. They can change them anytime. And they do. Oh, so, we But at some point in time, the asses are going to have to step up to the plate and be held accountable over there in the other court. Okay, so the way we crush the state court process is we add federal case law and federal acts, which actually bring the criminal liability to the table, okay, to everything that we file. And when we file that shit in state court, now there ain't no difference if I'm hired in a Supreme Court case law or federal case law in state court. You can file higher case shit in lower court, but see, here's the problem. Bam! State court players cannot answer to federal case law. They don't have a federal license. They don't have, no. Statutes and codes are not valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. So they can't bring that shit to the table to respond to, and yeah. So, if you invested in my stuff and you filed it in state court and they're still up in your ass, it's because you didn't understand what the hell you're doing. You didn't watch the instructional video or something, okay? Because I'm telling you right now, state court players can't respond to federal case law or federal acts. And when you add the state to the shit and the judge who's getting paid by the state and the attorney, the prosecutor, criminal prosecutor, who's getting paid by the state. Yeah, I went through this check down in 2017 in traffic court. I told the judge, I said, there was a conflict. Then she asked, didn't me? Oh, yes, Miss Names. Well, you're getting paid by the state. The prosecutor's getting paid by the state. The police is getting paid by the state or the government, depending if we're on state or federal. The DEA, they're getting paid by everybody's getting paid by the state except, I was going to say except me. And then I looked around, there was all these people out there. And half of them smelling liquor at 9 o'clock in the morning. So, okay, stay focused. And I said, everybody's getting paid by the state except me and all these people. And everybody, yeah, and the judge started hammering the hammer, and that was a long time ago. Now, you're supposed to add these fools that I just got done talking about and serve them. So what happens when you add a bar member to the shit that they're sticking in your face? No, I'm not talking about, well, I am, but that's not what we're talking about first. I'm not talking about filing a whole new lawsuit or whatever. You can do it by doing a counterclaim. That's what we're going to do for Anthony. We're going to file a counterclaim for $200 million in their shit for the same stuff that we're going to sue their asses for over in state court. Anthony's in federal. Okay, so can you add plaintiffs to their own shit just like they do defendants when they pay people to snitch? Can I get an amen? Oh, leave a comment if y'all don't think I know what the hell I'm talking about. This get people out of jail, federal thing, whatever bullshit is the reason why I'm here. So, and you know, prosecutor eliminate package, it's been sold for, I don't know, a year or so, and there's a handful of people that have used it, but they can't talk to me later. And, you know, I'm all right with that. I already know that those assholes are going to demand or whatever that you file a non-disclosure statement. Now, I had one dude tell me, well, I ain't filing that shit, whatever. It was actually in, well, it doesn't matter what it was in, but it was in foreclosure. And I tell him, you're an idiot. Okay, you're an idiot because sacrificing the goal of why we're here to get a video review for me is freaking ridiculous. Now, I'd like to have that review. Okay, but as a coach, the number one goal is number one goal, and the number one goal is not the video review. Okay, the number one goal is that your ass keep your family's asses in your house or your ass out of jail or whatever. So, you know, I understand how the system is set up. So now, since I got the divorce shit done, I'm hoping that I have a little free time. I'm going to help this dude get out of jail. I'm going to show everybody how my shit works and how bad it is. And sometimes my shit gets twisted because people tienen miedo. Yo no tengo miedo. No tengo miedo aquí. That means I don't have fear. Okay? I don't have fear. The fear I have is, and no offense to anybody that does this, okay? My fear is having to go stand at the door at a Walmart and greet people or some shit like that when I get olderest. Oh, I'm not admitting that I'm old. I'm just saying, okay? That's what happens. That's what happens when the government attacks your ass. They bust you down. They'll haul you to jail a bunch of times. They trash your name on the freaking Town 5 freaking news, okay? And then they seize your bank accounts. They seize all your shit, okay? Okay, but, you know, after you swim out of here, you learn some things. So they're not seizing my bank account anymore. Because my bank account is underneath somebody else's, our best friend, who works for the government. Oh, slow down. Not over there, over here. Oh, over here. Protecting our asses. Yeah, and So, you know, I got to get my best friends back, and so I had to, I had to live in this military base, and I don't get to come out. I don't get to come out and see the sun too much because there's a bunch of damn stairs. They told me I can't use the elevator unless I'm in a wheelchair. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so this is kind of cool, you know. I traveled to an undisclosed location to help my best friend, one of my best friends, who's a superhero, and I have like 3 right off the top that are all superheroes. And so I'm at an undisclosed location. I am. My ass ain't in Kansas. Look at this tan. Okay, it's cold as hell here today, but okay, let me stay focused. So, it's kind of cool now that I'm at this undisclosed location, spend a lot of time in the ground somewhere, and so these feds assholes, I mean, I don't know if they wanted to roll up on me. I got my packet over there. I would just grab my packet and head out the secret door and meet them down the street with my packet. Yeah, the prosecutor eliminator packet. That's the one I'm taking with me when they come for my ass. Okay, and when I get to jail, oh, I'm not gonna have to worry about commissary and none of that shit. I already went to this, okay, and I didn't have the packet, but yeah. When you know how to kick these people's ass, you get to send people home if they want to haul your ass to jail. And I'll tell you guys a story about that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get rolling on and you guys, we got a playlist for getting people out of jail, so you can kind of keep an eye on that to see how long it's going to take to get this young man home. Okay, so when the cops pull you over, okay, and y'all know I got some police videos where them motherfuckers are telling me that I got a warrant for my arrest, but we're not taking you to jail, Mr. Neighbors, or whatever. So I kind of know what we're talking about here. So when the cops pull you over, one of the first things they throw in your face is, do you know why it pulled you over? Now, I'm going to share with you guys what I learned when I studied this on the internet. So this is like, well, it's not totally conventional because you're not telling the cop, you're I'm going to kiss your ass. You can do whatever you want. But it's not taking it where it's not doing it like I would do it. But, I want to show you this way first so you understand shit. I'm just saying. Okay, so when the cop asks you, do you know why I pulled you over? It seems like a nice casual question, but it's a freaking trap. If you guess reasons incorrectly, then you're admitting some shit. If you guess reasons anyway, you're giving the cop an opportunity to stack that shit up on your ass, because he might just pull your ass over because you're black or white or green. I ain't trying to be racist. All y'all asses know what I'm talking about. He may have just pulled your ass over because he got me the quota for dragging your happy asses through their administrative court on bullshit so they can see what, So, yeah, I was speeding. Oh, I know, you just gave the officer verbal evidence that he can use against you. He just recorded that shit on his thing. So the research says that you politely say, "I'm not sure, officer. Why did you pull me over?" And it says this forces the officer to state the reasons instead of fishing for confession. That's bullshit. I'm just saying. Now, that's okay. I'm not that smart, and maybe I had a few drinks before I left wherever it was I was coming from. Or maybe I don't like cops anyway. So this is what I do. That's my state passport. I didn't have it here. I didn't think about it. I already have it here. That's my state. I use my state passport that verifies that I'm not a U.S. citizen subject to statutory codes, revised codes and statutes that aren't valid laws. The cop pulling you over, talking about this bullshit, revised codes and statutes he's trying to jack you up with or whatever. I just give them. So they go back. So in all of my packages, I provide the affidavit of state citizenship document that I put together myself that you can use in court just to screw with those people. And also provide the diplomatic immunity document that explains on each line how to fill out your passport to get diplomatic immunity. Now, Yusuf talks about the diplomatic immunity thing and how to do it or whatever, and that's actually where I started, where I learned this process from. It's not my process, okay? It's actually just a factual kind of thing. But I got it from Yusuf, and then Ken, Cowboy Ken here, Cowboy Ken from California sent me that PDF explaining to everybody, I mean line by line, is badass. Explaining to everybody how to fill out the passport application so that you could get your passport with 5 stars, like mine. 5 stars. It's like having diplomatic immunity, okay? I know people look at me like, what the hell? Dude, go watch the videos of the cops screwing with me on a traffic stop. Do you know you have a warrant? I started laughing. Yes, I do. I said, they don't put in that system that you're looking at right now. They don't put the lawsuit, they don't show the lawsuit that I filed to address that shit or any of the documents or whatever. On your, no, Miss Neighbor, just relax because we're not going to arrest you. I know your ass ain't going to arrest me today. Okay, so when you use that document, when you get that filled out right, you get that card, when they pull you over or screw with you, they can't find you in the system. They'll come back. They'll say, do you have a driver's license? No, I don't have a driver's license. I used to some years ago before my legal team figured out that unless I'm traveling in commerce and actually working in a commercial setting, I don't need a driver's license. My legal team said that all I needed to do was to verify my identity with you so you know that I'm not a criminal like you. Okay, sorry. You might want to leave the last part off. They. But you know what? I stinking don't give a shit. They can go kiss their ass, their own ass. Okay? If they can't find you, now, I had one officer come back and, Miss Neighbors, I found your address on that. Oh, So you went above and beyond what I gave you to identify me, and you found, and the other officer, oh, well, Mr. Neighbors, we're not going to give you a ticket today, whatever. No. No, give me a minute here, young man. Oh, so I don't know what the cop did. He Googles me because now they have the internet in the car and shit. So he just Googled my name. Oh, you look at 13 on. No, that's where my mail goes. Okay? I don't live in the U.S. That's where my mail goes, and I'm 5 states over now, so obviously I'm not there. I ain't gonna be there. Y'all can send whatever you want there. My ex-wife, if she ain't mad, she'll send it over. Maybe she won't. Yeah. Okay, so that's how that goes down. Too many people get freaked out. But let's go on. So the cop is pretending to be friendly to get you talking. You know? He'll have a warm smile. So how's your day going? Yeah, it's a strategical move. The more you talk, the more likely you're going to say something the officer can use against you. And when I get to the end of this, you understand what I. Okay, so it says to avoid that, keep your responses brief and polite. Don't feel pressure to engage in unnecessary conversation. Chit-chat. Now, that's half of that is good. Y'all can think of which half is the good half, but Okay, so the officer is going to ask for permission to search the car. He's going to say something like, "Do you mind if I take a quick look inside your car?" They don't have probable cause. They don't. If they had probable cause, they had the guns pointing out and be dragging your ass out there, some bitch, and throwing your ass on the ground. Y'all seen that shit on TV? I'm just saying. That's how they treat you. If they have probable cause, don't ask your ass for a damn thing. Or at least, well, I ain't never been dragged out like that. I just seen that shit on TV. Okay? I ain't finna have that shit. Okay? I be telling, look, dude, y'all throw me in handcuffs. Okay? And we ain't even do all that. But that's after they're all pointing their guns at me. So I ain't trying to cooperate and unless it's about to get too hot for me. Okay? You can push their ass a long way if, you're not being disrespectful and being a dumbass. You can push the ass a long way before you got to do that. Because they know what they're supposed to be doing, and they know what they're doing is illegal, and they know how to get that done. And that's why they come and start asking these stupid-ass questions and shit. Now, here, they're asking you to waive your Fourth Amendment rights and allow them to tear your fucking car apart. I mean, to tear your vehicle up. That's what they're asking. If they don't like you, okay? If they don't like you, that's what they're gonna do. If they don't like you, then your ass is already on the report from the DEA to the local agencies and all of that shit. This is I learned this helping Anthony, yo. And in Anthony's case, he went to the casino, and the DEA called the security at the private security at the casino, and then they arrested him based off of facial recognition. Okay, so the facial recognition arrest is triggered by the DEA lies in the Steam computer over there at the DEA. unless you're a fugitive. Oh, I've been all over that federal shit. Up and down, 33 months. Sent out to 4 different locations for four mental evaluations, and then they sent me back for a forced medication order. So I already know how this shit goes. And so, so then it says, to avoid it, always, I do not consent to any searches. Be firm but polite. If the search is caught anyway, that can be challenged in court. Okay, so we're just gonna leave that set right there. Okay, so the next one is saying, if you have nothing to hide, then why not let me search? Oh, this is the narcissistic guilt trip tactic. I threw the beginning word on there because I had to learn about that. Narcissistic guilt trap tactic. It's designed to make you feel like if using a search, it means you're hiding something. Okay, so this shit don't work on people from the hood where I'm from. But nice people, nice white people, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it works on nice people or whatever, but no, the cop ain't putting no guilt trip on my ass. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Ow. So it says here, to avoid or remember, refusing search is your right. It doesn't mean that you're guilty or anything. Repeat, I do not consent to any searches. Now, if I was going to say something here, what I would say is, officer, if you write me a ticket, let alone search my vehicle, your boss is really going to be pissed. Yeah, because as soon as you sign that ticket or search my vehicle in any way, switch this over to a judicial proceeding, anyway, violate my rights here on the, and I'm not even I'm not a U.S. citizen, so we'll start there, and my legal team will be handling it. But okay, so here's the thing: as soon as you sign that ticket, summons, citation, order to appear, y'all ask called a whole bunch of shit. As soon as you sign that, you're going to be violating the separation clause in the Constitution. And did you know, my legal team told me that statutes and codes are non-valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses. They don't have titles. Titles. My grandkids are going to yell at me. And they don't have bodies. They don't have the 3 elements necessary according to the Constitution and the federal law to be a valid law. And you're using it to harass me right now. So my legal team said your boss ain't going to be happy. But, I'm not the one in charge. And my legal team told me that you were going to say all the things that you're saying now. I have 13 of them. We're only on 5. And my legal team said that the next thing that your sorry ass is going to tell me is that you smell something. Yeah, I farted when you pulled me over. It smells like French fries from McDonald's. That's what I used to tell my grandkids. Okay, sorry. Oh, the officers are going to say they smell something. Marijuana, alcohol. Okay, so here's I've never had them tell me that. Okay, but if they did, what I've never had them tell me that because, well, when we get done with this, I'll show you how I handle this shit. Okay, I never had them tell me that. But if they did, if he asked me, if he tells me I smell something, I'm gonna say, does it smell like sex? Oh, does it smell like sex? Okay, never mind. I'm about to get in trouble for that too. Okay, sorry. Okay. Can you tell that I enjoy my job? Okay, so you might tell the officer that you smell something on him when he walked up. I swear, when you walked up and started talking to me, you smell like cocaine. Cause he's gonna say you smell like weed or drinking. So you gotta trump his. Oh. Okay, so right here is where it starts to get shitty. And actually, for you, most people who, grew up in the hood or have some idea about this bullshit, okay, already know by the time they get down to the fourth or fifth question, like we are, it's about to get shitty. Okay? Now, this little thing goes to 13. Okay? So, my suggestion is when you get to 2 or 3, or, and I'm just throwing it on the table because I'm going to forget to say it later, or if you think the cop has a personal bullshitter towards your ass because the way you look or the way your hair is, or maybe that you don't like the same sex he likes, I don't know. You know what I'm saying, okay? When you feel that, take your phone out and call 911. I'm not lying. Call 911 and tell them that you're being harassed. Okay, so the first time the officer comes up to you, you should know his name or her name, full name. It's on their shit somewhere. That's the first thing that your ass need to make sure that you got. Okay, so you tell them I'm being harassed right now. I'm racially profiled, being harassed by Officer Alice Jones, whatever, butthead face or whatever, on this corner of the street, and I'm scared for my life. The officers asked me 3 of the 13 questions that my legal team told me they're going to ask me if they're racially profiling me and they want to screw me over. And if I wait till 4 to 6, then I'm going to be getting hauled out of my car and handcuffed, and they're going to illegally search my shit, and who knows what they're going to throw in there or whatever. Okay, even if I have illegal shit in there, they have no right to be even messing. Okay, so I'm going to need to have you give your regional supervisor a call. I'm not talking about the bitch-ass supervisor that's sitting over there right now waiting and sleeping and eating donuts or whatever. And I'm going to need to have them out here right now. Because I'm not getting out of my car or rolling my windows down anymore for this Officer Jones, Alice, whatever, who's harassing me right now. And I already know where this is going. This ain't my first rodeo, okay? This ain't my first rodeo. And my legal team really likes it when this happens, but I don't have time to deal with this shit right now. So you guys can send me your regional supervisor over here, or at least get their ass on the phone so I can talk to them. And I'm not talking about the asshole that's sitting over there in the other office right now, okay? And I'm going to need some other officers out here, so I can have some witnesses. Because right now, I only have myself and Facebook or Twitter, because the whole thing is, it's been recorded and going out live. Now, most people don't have time to do all that, okay? But if you do, cool. Recording it, hell yeah. But I would tell them assholes on the phone whenever the hell. They're lying their ass off to you. Okay, so then the next thing they do, if you don't agree to let them search your car, is extending the stop to bring out the drug dog. Oh, bam! You just shut that shit down with the phone call. With a phone call to the police department talking shit about the racial profile situation going on over here by Officer Alice, whatever, okay? But she's already contacted them with the drug dog, okay? They have the protocol they go through. If she smells something or if she didn't smell something, if she don't like your ass, then you're in the protocol. So they're already on their way. That's why the phone call to the dispatch, to the police department or whatever town you're in or whatever, and let them know that you're scared for your life. And when you talk to the assholes on the phone, hoop that shit up. The officer was like ready to drag me out of the car. I don't know what I don't know about ghosts, but I'm gonna need some help right now, and I'm gonna need some psychiatric therapy. Okay, don't be laughing. Okay, don't be laughing. How did I come up with this shit? Okay, I got stopped in Florida one time. I went there to visit my daughter and her dad John. Anyway, so they stopped me in Newport Richey, which is this fancy ass place in Florida. And my boss, I worked in. Well, he called himself a handyman, but the shit that he did was, oh my God, was way, Okay, so I helped him do a bunch of different stuff, and we replaced his fence, like maybe 20 yards of fencing, where we had like 3 poles we had to dig up with concrete on. They were in the back of my truck, and anyway, so the cops pulled me over. And I just left the bar. We had wings, and I had one drink because I knew I had to drive. And my boss was getting sauce, but he just lived around the corner, and he was impressed that I was like, dude, you know what? This is how this goes. If I want to drink more, I can do it when I get home. I still had like 40-minute drive to get back to my daughter's house. So I left. I didn't get a block down the freaking street. And the cop pulled me. I didn't know where the hell they came from. I don't know where they came from. I know I was in Newport Richey. I wasn't toast yet. I only had. So they pulled me over, and I was driving a Ford F-250 diesel, 4 doors, big ass truck, full bed, with a whole bunch of shit in the back and tools and stuff. I mean, it was obvious I was a worker, but And so the cops, they came up on both sides of the truck. When they pulled me over, I turned my dome light on, and I rolled the windows down about halfway. And that's about it until I feel comfortable. Now, if I feel comfortable, I roll them down all the way, but I want to make sure that the officer is aware that I'm aware of his or her safety, which means that I'm concerned with my own damn safety. I'm concerned with everybody's safety. So they told me, okay, so this is some total shit here. They said, Mr. Neighbors, did you know that your license plate tag little light was out? I cannot make this shit up. That's what they told me. Oh, I'm thinking in my head, what the hell? That's the best y'all can do? So, and they was on both sides of, and they were both talking to me, trying to be a little aggressive and shit. So I rolled the windows all the way down. And I said, guys, seriously? You guys pulled me over because the light on my tag, on my license plate tag thing, the little teeny ass light, is out. Well, yeah, Mr. Neighbors, there's a statute and whatever in the statute. The ordinance, that's what they were talking about. It wasn't even a statute. The ordinance, he said, you have, whatever. Okay. I'm looking at this fool. And I said, if you're driving behind me, it's dark right now, your headlights are on, how do you know that the light bulb is out? I mean, why would it matter if the light bulb was out if your headlights were on the back of my truck and you can see? So you can only see if the light bulb was out if you were parked behind me and I started my vehicle before I turned the, I don't know. I didn't even know how, but see, I'd already called and asked that their supervisor come out. I already called because they was on some bullshit. They went back when I started resisting their shit and challenging them. They went back and sat down in the car for 20 freaking minutes. We just sat there with their lights on, headlights on, reflecting. I had this badass stereo in my delivery truck with a subwoofer in between the seats. I was jamming on that puppy dog. I had to turn all the way up. I'm sure they could hear me sitting back there. They came back, gave me back my stuff, and they told me, Mr. Neighbors, you can go. I said, no. I said, Officer Lionel, I'm not going anywhere till your supervisor shows up because this is bullshit what you guys are doing to me right here. When you pulled me over and you made the determination that I hadn't been drinking or smoking, you didn't smell nothing, there was no reason for you to screw with me. Now, I realized that my tags are from Kansas and I'm in Florida. I got that. And I have family members that work in law enforcement, okay? But when you realize that I had not been drinking, you couldn't smell anything that, oh wait, pot's legal in Florida, so, okay, so that's out, which, it's not a problem because it ain't turning. Stay focused. And you can see that I've been working my ass off and I was tired and y'all ass just want to screw with me. Okay, so no, I'm not leaving anywhere until the supervisor shows up. And yeah. Oh, this started at about 11:30. And I think I got home about 2:25. I actually had to text my family to let them know that Then I was sitting on the side of the street, and I wasn't like dead somewhere or something or whatever. Of course, you don't have video of the cops' lights back there or whatever. And okay, so how did it end? I don't know, 3 hours, whatever. I decided I wasn't driving anywhere until the supervisor showed up. And I know the supervisor ass didn't want to come because they listened to all that shit, our whole conversation. And so I know they didn't want to come. So now this is the same thing they do in court. We're playing the uh-huh. Who can hold your breath the longest? Who's going to have to check out because your ass got to get up and go to work tomorrow? Or because you're scared and you don't really want to deal with this? Or, well, now, or the next time, or the next time. That's how the shit goes. Yeah. So the supervisor shows up. He was pissed. He was pissed. And when the supervisor showed up, he came and talked to me, and the first thing he said was, "Mr. Neighbors, you can leave anytime where I know." I said, "No, I'm not leaving until I checked and see, if the bulb was really out. I'd like to get out of my car, out of my truck, and go look and see if the bulb was really out or if they're screwing with me." Officer Smith. You are the supervisor, right? Yeah, Mr. Neighbors. Oh, the look on his face when I said that was like, yeah, I'm the damn supervisor. I'm pissed. And I said, so can I get out and go check myself? Or is that going to be a problem? Because I'm a big ass black man and I ain't trying to have nobody shoot me or think I'm, okay. But I have some rights if I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make sure they're respected, I think. And the supervisor said, "Mr. Neighbors, you don't have to get out and check. I would appreciate it if you just, go on about your business and I'll handle this." And I went like this. And I gave him a pound. "Thank you, sir." And I drove off. And when I drove off, and my mirror on the side, my big ass tuck mirror on the side, I'm too far over, so you can't. On the side, yeah. The same one that their lights have been flashing in my face for 3 and something hours. Uh-huh. Yeah, I seen the supervisor like this. Oh, yeah. And to me, it was worth every second I spent sitting there to get the respect that their asses are supposed to give you at the gate if they don't smell that you've been drinking. Okay? Now, yeah, I had my younger brother was killed by someone drinking and driving. So I don't play on that shit. Okay? But if they don't smell that or have no reason to think that I'm violating anybody, their asses need to go sit their happy ass down. And that's. But the problem is sometimes people don't have the time. And okay, so extending the stop to bring in the drug dog. Well, that's going to be the next thing that they say, but in actuality, the Supreme Court has ruled that the police cannot prolong a stop beyond the time needed to handle the initial reason why you're pulled over. fire. So when the cops start saying, I smell whatever, I'm like, okay, so the original reason why you pulled me over, you said you thought I was speeding or I ran a stop sign or something. So the Supreme Court's over the rule, but y'all asses cannot prolong the stop while y'all fishing for some other shit. Okay, but you can do whatever you want. Now this is what my legal team has taught me, and my legal team is over at winningcourtnow.com. They have an office in the situation room. Underneath this puppy dog somewhere. Store on the table. My legal team is from winningcourtnow.com. So the name of my legal team is Pro Se Legal School. Pro Se, Prose Legal School. And they teach me how to kick your ass. So bring it. Okay, so I'm having a little bit of fun right now. Okay, so so when they get to the I smell shit, that's when you need to just come to the table with the Supreme Court's rule that you can't prolong this stop beyond that. Oh wait, I've already called and asked for the regional supervisor to get his or her ass over here because I smell the stink on your ass already, Officer Jones. Oh. Okay, so when the cop asks you to step outside the vehicle for no reason, think about that for a second. When the cop asks you to step outside the vehicle for no reason. Now, y'all ass know I'm a coach. I mean, I spent my whole life in football, boxing. I played basketball in high school, and in college I played football in the university. Okay, so everything that goes through my head is, from the coach. So if they ask you to step outside your car, to get out the vehicle, it's a power move to intimidate you to be able to get in your car. It's said in research to intimidate you for closer questioning. That's bullshit. It's a power move to fear your ass so they could get in your car without bringing the dog. Okay? Because the dog bullshit don't hold up in court. I don't give a shit. The dog bullshit is not handled. Okay, but anyway, that takes a long time. They might even have a dog. At the end of the day, the local rules and the bullshit they do, whatever, designed to speed this shit up so they could be out getting some more people instead of screwing at your ass or whatever. Okay, so when they ask you to get out the car, okay, Coach Neighbors is going to say this. You need to be thinking of two things. How bad is the situation? If the situation is really bad and you know that it's going to be ugly as hell, then, you want to make sure you keep your phone because you're totally screwed if you do this without your phone. Okay, if you know and say your grandma was with you and your grandma had you pick up some shit or whatever, I'm just saying. And your grandma's kind of shady, okay? So if you know that it's going to get ugly, shitty ugly, for me, and Well, it's never going to get that way because I don't roll my grandma. I tried to bring her up when I was in the dispensary, and they said, your grandma must be 280 years old. How long is her? Okay, dude, you're freaking killing me right now. Shut up. If you know that it's going to get ugly, I would get out of the car. All the windows should be up now. Okay? Remember, windows halfway down, dome light on, show respect, safety for everybody. Okay? Okay. After that, they're not showing your safety and they on some bullshit. Then the windows are back up while they're over there doing whatever they do. You don't want to roll them up and tip them off that your ass ain't cooperating. Okay, and then if it was going to get ugly for me, when I got out of the car or the vehicle, I would lock all the doors. And I would throw my freaking keys back in the car and slam that door shut. That's what I would do. But you need to make sure you have a phone so you can call somebody to come get your ass if they don't take you. Okay? Now they can't get in your car without some shit, doing stuff. And if they're pushing you that far, then it's more likely the DEA is on the horn with these fools telling them to do some shit. Okay? The DEA does this shit to circumvent getting a warrant or whatever, just like they did with Anthony. They had him arrested when he walked in the casino with his family to go and have a good time. It's total bullshit because it wasn't probable cause. Unless he was there to hurt the customers at the casino or to rob the casino or some way, whatever, they had no probable cause to arrest him. But the DEA called and told them so they used the facial recognition, and the private security firm for a corporation that did not have judicial authority arrested Anthony in front of his family, hauled his ass to jail, because the facial recognition, this is what they said. I already know what happened because I'm not a freaking moron. Okay? Because the facial recognition pulled his, picked his shit out of, and he hadn't been convicted of anything. He has, So how does your facial recognition get in this shit? Because the DEA put those lies in a damn computer before you're convicted. Help me here. That's how it works in my head. The DEA or the government agency, the sub-agency, whatever, the lies they got from the snitches that they paid. They paid the snitches to lie. They put the lies in the computer so that anytime your shit comes up in these places over here, so this private security people arrested Mr. Washington, and they did it in their private capacity because they did not have judicial authority or probable cause. And the man's been in jail for over a year. They shipped him out for a mental evaluation, and I'm sure they're probably getting ready to do that again. I have 4. And they sent me back with a forced medication order, which I appealed from the medical facility. Thank God for all my Mexican friends who came in and asked me, Grande, ¿qué está haciendo aquí? ¿Su tiene miedo? ¿Su tiene miedo, pendejo? No. Yeah. So they helped me get the hell up and do, And so now we're here. So my therapy is teaching y'all how to bust their ass at the gate. Stop the court process. We ain't trying to do all of that shit. Okay, so when they want to perform a pat down on weapons, at that point you're out of the car and the car is locked. If you have a weapon,
then I'm sure you would be smart enough to take it off and leave it in the locked car. I'm just saying. And that's what, Now, it don't matter. People tell me, oh, but I have a permit. I have, Okay. So that would be great, those things, if you was in a fair system. If you wasn't in an administrative system. If you was in a judicial system where you have some freaking rights. Okay. All of those things would apply. But that's not where your ass is at. And if you ain't hearing me and coming up with some stupid shit, then I'm going to say you're coaching yourself. I'm just going to say you're coaching yourself. And good luck with that. So, if you're armed, I don't care if you have a permit or whatever. If you're to the point where they're making you get out of the car, then you're kind of over here in the ugly shit zone. Okay? And I'm going to say this. If you're not sure what zone your ass is in, think about it this way. If it take a long time over there, and the officer was really shitty with you before they went over there, then as a coach, I'm like, I'm going to call a play before I'm getting punched in the face. Okay, I'm going to call a play, get some backup, do some shit before I'm getting punched in the face. That's how I would be looking at it. So, now for the people, let me think of how to put this. For the people who know that all this ain't going to go well for them because they've been hanging out with the grandma or other friends or whatever, then the check down should start at the second question or maybe the first question, okay? If you know it could be ugly for you, the check down should start immediately. Call their asses on the phone. Get their supervisor out there. Push the issue before they get to the point where they're trying to bring drug dog or when you get out of the car. That's what I would do. Now, for me, the way I handle it is different because when they started calling my shit and looking at my stuff back there, they didn't want nothing to do with me because I'm sure they Google me too. And they pull up my YouTube channel and pull up my stuff. But you guys don't have that opportunity. But, if you're not worried about it getting ugly for you in the end because you've been hanging out with your grandma or something, or your grandma's people, why don't we say your grandma's people? We'll give your grandma a break. Okay, so, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so the pat down thing, when you get to that point, you don't have any control over anything, okay? And hopefully you've already disarmed yourself and left that shit in your car locked up, okay? Now the officer can't say that, that your weapon caused any kind of additional situation because they're going to need to have something. And if they're going to haul you off, your car's locked up, they're supposed to, and we'll go this down, they take inventory or whatever. But if they can't get in your car to do that without, then it, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, they got a Jimmy thing, they unlock cars all the time, whatever. Okay, you know what? For the people thinking that, y'all ass need to go to sleep, okay? Because you're missing the whole freaking boat. Everything that's done when that cop's light comes on is recorded. They have recording on their freaking thing. You're recording your own shit, whatever, if you got to have a brain, especially if you think that there's any way that this could get ugly because you've been hanging out with your grandma's people. Okay? So,
So don't. I would not let. Well, I, I would not let the officer know I was recording if I thought it was going to get shitty. Now, the videos I have, I already knew wasn't going to get shitty because they were going to call in over there to see if they wanted to haul me out because of the warrant. And those people over there don't want me in their jail because I helped people go home the last time. The last time they had me locked up, I didn't spend a dime on commissary. I ended like, okay, the store in, okay, sorry. Yeah, but you need to make sure if they want to do the pat down, and I'm just saying, they don't have the right to rummage through your pockets and do all that, but they're going to do that anyway. And that's what they said in the thing that I was. But none of that shit matters if you're not armed. They can go through your pockets and do whatever you want. If they didn't have a probable cause to stop you in the first place, and then they extended the stop in the second place, and then in the first place again, they stop you based off of a revised code and statute, which is what they use when they stop you in the first place, then that's not a valid law. And so, okay. Keep up. Yeah, and one of the things said to keep you there longer than necessary. They're saying the officer can't detain you indefinitely, and if he's already written your ticket and still questioning you, then he may be violating your rights. Okay, so he's violating your rights if he pulled you over and you didn't injure anybody or damage their property, and so he wrote you a ticket or whatever. So it says that you're supposed to ask the officer, "Am I free to go?" And if the officer keeps stalling, then he's likely illegally detaining you. That's what they teach you when I searched it. I like to see what they say they do, and then compared to what I think people ought to be doing, and to see if that. Okay, so if they keep you longer than necessary, there ain't a stinking thing you can do about that. Are you kidding me? If you've done these. Okay, this is actually priceless right here, okay? Because in the example that I told you guys about in Newport Richie, I kept their ass there longer than necessary. See, that's the check down, the time. They need to go do some other stuff, and now they got to report for 3 hours of this black man that they didn't catch. He went no drugs, no nothing, and now the supervisor's pissed. Everybody's in a hurry. People get in my programs, they're in a hurry. Oh, they're gonna sentence. They're gonna do it. No, if you get in my program, especially you invest in a premium package, your ass needs to just get the first document done and not be worried about this whatever. Okay, because none of that shit's gonna go forward if you're in there, if you're getting the right shit done. Now, them keeping you longer than necessary. If they're screwing with me, then I'm willing to stay there as long as it takes to get what I need to sue their asses if I need to. If you're in a hurry, thank you, officer, I need to go now because I need to pick up my kid or whatever. I don't give a shit, okay? At some point, if you're not willing to do whatever it takes, then you should just go ahead and give the officer a blank check. I'm just saying. Ow! Okay, so if the officer's acting like you have the answers to their questions, the cop, they're going to get, they're going to get a little testy. If you're handling like you're learning here, well, you're going to already have called their. If the cop starts asking you stupid questions, and this probably should have been up at the top of the list, like, where you coming from? Have you been drinking? Oh, y'all ass know what that's all about. Oh. And most people look up to one, the right or the left when they're going to lie. All the time. I don't remember which one. You're going to have to Google it to figure it out. Actually, I do, but I'm a coach. I'm not telling y'all ass everything, okay? And when you lie, you always look up to one side with your eyes right before you lie. Cops know that shit. Psychology 101. Okay, so now they say, where you come? Where you come from? I'm coming from my grandma's house. I know the DA have been following my grandma. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, you people from the hood who hang out with grandmas who do stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about. No, they're going to try to get you to incriminate yourself. Officer, did you know that if you sign the ticket that you're about to give me, because I can see you grumpy as hell, you're going to be violating the separation clause in the Constitution? And my legal team's going to be able to sue you, your boss, the judge, state. Ow! Okay, so it says, how do you avoid it? So you're not required to give, you're only required to give basic identification. You're not required to tell them where you come from, where you headed. And we're almost to 11 of the 12 things that were highest on the list. And here is telling you to say what the hell I would say. And since I can't say it, I'm just going to post it right there. Oh, yep. At the top of the show, here's my identification. That's all I'm legally required to provide if I'm not operating in commerce and actually working in a commercial setting. I'm exercising my right to remain silent and not incriminate myself. Then it says when they try to try to get you to admit that you were guilty. After they give you the citation, they try to question you. Okay, so all of that bullshit, well, it depends on how, it depends on how active your grandma is, okay? But all of that bullshit could be avoided if you just show your face at the gate. And I'll tell them right up. I don't talk to. It never works out well for me to talk to police officers that are pulling me over for violating statutes and codes that aren't valid laws. I don't have anything to say. I'm not saying anything. Where you come from? Where are you going? Same place. Oh, and that's what I do to them. I don't answer their shit. I just look at them, hand on my thing. And I had them come back one time, and they told me, Mr. Neighbors, do you have any other identification because we can? I'm like, no. Dude, that's all I'm giving y'all asses to identify me. That's it. And my wife was like, well, she was my wife at the time. She was like, what? After the cop left, you're kind of mean. Yeah, well, no. He's mean for coming over asking me for some more shit because he's not getting any more shit. And I'm 2 blocks from my house. So I could get out the car and run home. Walk fast. I can walk fast home. No. But that's how I handle it. I don't say nothing. If you don't say anything, then it's a wrap. All you have to do is give them your identification so that they can see that you're not in their damn system if you have the right shit. If you have their shit, then they need that identification so they can see when they're running anything that, that there's no warrants for your arrest from the DEA or anybody, other agencies that use the same tactics to get around, the warrant for your arrest, which, total violation of due process. So if you know your rights, then you need to stay calm. And police officers are trained to use psychology, pressure, and legal loopholes to make you give up your rights without realizing it. So the best way to protect yourself is to exercise your right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself. And then they say never consent to a search. Am I free to record all interactions? That's what I would make sure you record all interactions. But I wouldn't ask them if I was free to go. I wouldn't ask them a damn thing. I ain't asking them shit. Well, wait, I did. I need to talk to the supervisor. If I think it's getting ugly, I need to talk to the supervisor. That's it. I need to talk to the supervisor, the regional supervisor. I'm already on the phone calling down there. I don't even play around. You don't want to play around and give them the jump on you. And, if your grandma's in the trunk hiding, then you still need to do the same thing, okay? Because they don't have probable cause. If you let them know your legal team, whatever, and jam their ass up, so now the decision to violate you is on the supervisor instead of this asshole. Oh, you just create a whole new situation. Okay, so here's a traffic package that I got on sale during the live stream tonight. I marked it down. Now, this package is just like the other $600 packages, but I marked it down. I had it marked down because of the way they jam people up. Okay, they jam you up with this shit. It's $60, $80, it's $200 or whatever. They know that you're not going to pay it, and then when you don't pay it, okay, they issue a warrant for your arrest, and then haul your ass to jail, or sometimes they don't even issue the warrant for your arrest. They send this shit to collections. And then the collection people start screwing with you. The collection attorneys, they all work right in the same shit. So they start screwing with you. Okay, then they file shit in court or whatever, third-party debt collection. And most people ignore that too because it's only $280, $360 now. Well, $900 after the attorney got. You follow me? Uh-huh. And then the attorney knows that your ass ain't going to show up, so they'll get a judgment, the first judgment. They did a first judgment. Okay. Now, they're supposed to go back and get a second judgment from the court, administrative court. Just keep it real. Okay. They're supposed to get a second judgment before they actually garnish your wages or get in your bank account. But they don't do that. They don't have to. Because all the attorneys are all working together to screw everybody over. So what they do is they download this packet off the internet, the wage garnishment package, Google that shit and pull it up. They got, and then they fill that paperwork out and send that shit to your employer. and your employer is scared. Wait, they're not scared. They're run by attorneys also, who knows how this shit goes. So they're going to tell them, oh, this is legal. Yeah, we need to garnish your wages, send it to the other attorney or whatever. The whole time, the judge ain't ruled on that shit. The judge has to rule on how much they're supposed to garnish. Oh, wait. Some states have a statute that outlines how much they can take themselves. Oh. Okay, now it's getting critical because they're taking your freaking money right out of your bank account. So I left this low so people could punch these people in the face and get this shit handled before it gets to the point to where, they're garnishing your wages. Good evening, Ms. Allison. Welcome from X. She must be in the coaching group. Yeah, the coaching group is at neighbors_coach on Twitter. I don't coach in my emails. I do not coach in my emails. I do not coach by text. No. Sometime when our relationship starts, I text a lot because only if you invest in the premium package. Okay. I communicate more with people who invest in the premium packages, but I'm not gonna have you texting me all day, sending me your stuff and telling me a bunch of things and giving me an update. Hey, I got this done. I'm in court now. I don't need to know none of that. And all of that is for the coaching group. Okay, my phone needs to be free for the coaches that are calling me while they're standing outside the clerk's office, trying to help somebody get some shit done. And I can't get anything done that I have planned for the day if people are called to let me know they got the stuff ready, or they're asking me a bunch of questions that they should have learned when they went to the website to look at the most questions and answers section, the questions and answers section, how this works, and then watch the updated instructional videos. Okay, I don't have time. Sometimes we make connection at the gate. Okay, but when it comes down to the time frame, I don't have time for all of that. I have people that are ahead of you in line that I'm committed to helping, and so that's kind of how I do that. Thank you, Cowboy Ken. I appreciate you coming to the stream, and I also appreciate the value that you've actually provided us, that I'm providing. Yes, it does, because you're not a U.S. citizen. It's pretty badass how this can be used once people start understanding how it works and fits together. So right now, we're using it to block the cops from harassing people when you get done punching their ass in the face. Shattered by corruption. Thanks, Carrie, for coming to the stream tonight. I had her book, Shattered by Corruption, here, but it fell off my desk on the other side. My desk is kind of messy. So it's over there somewhere. So, oh, there it is right there, and it's on Amazon. It's a bestseller on Amazon. It's just a little something about what we went through. It's actually what she went through more. I got it right here. Oh, Shattered by Corruption. Yeah. So just a little something about what we went through to make me have to have therapy every day. This is my therapy every day. teaching people how to get this done. Exercise the right to remain silent. Exercise my right to shut the hell up. Susan, you're not. You don't have. You don't have the passport that I'm talking about. The passport that I'm talking about is when you fill out the passport according to the instructions that Ken sent us. And basically what you're saying is that you're not a U.S. citizen. There's 2 U.S. citizens. Well, actually, there's not. There's not. There's 1 U.S. citizen, the citizen of the public state you were born by. There can't be a U.S. citizen from the federal government because nobody can be born in a fake-ass corporation, okay? That's in my head. I'm not that smart, okay? But nobody can be born in a fake-ass corporation. So nobody can be a citizen of the federal government. It's total bullshit, okay? And like Ken said, then you're a teasing contract and all that. Nobody can be a U.S. citizen because nobody can be born in a fake-ass corporation. So we're citizens of the Republic state we're born in. And that means that we're not subject to statutes and codes. Now, to say police, don't respect the passport, Susan, the passport I have, they respect. And I have several videos where they're letting me know that I have a warrant out for my arrest, but they happy asses ain't hauling me to jail. Yeah, my ex-wife was like, what the hell? Y'all haul me to jail you want to. Shit ain't gonna be my first time. And see how many people I can get out of there and send home. So, you can make a statement like that if you want. It's not really accurate because I'm using it. Oh, you don't even have it yet. Well, how do you know? Okay, so what you're saying here is they don't respect the passport that you fill out saying you're a U.S. citizen. I think that's what you're saying here. Because here you're saying you're in the process of getting it. So you don't really know how this works with the new process if you're still in the process of getting it. No, that's not what you said, Susan. You said they don't respect the passport. Okay, sorry. I'm not gonna argue with you here. So this is the reason why if they're harassing you, this is the reason why I have it in the package. And I added it for free because it's not my process. But it's in the package because it'll help you with this situation. Now, there is the affidavit of state citizenship, but, and with that filled out and signed and notarized, a bunch of extra copies in your car, that would help. Yeah, you should be using it. And get it signed and notarized and use it. Oh, we went over our time. Somebody talked too much. Oh, so the shorts. The shorts, I know are a pain in the ass. Those short videos are the computer generates them and chops them up. Those shorts help drive a lot of traffic to my YouTube channel without me having to pay to get people there. So they're kind of a pain in the ass. YouTube shows those more than the other videos because they're trying to promote that shit or whatever. And so we have a lot of shorts. And they drive a lot of traffic. The shorts get 3-4 times sometimes the hits on them, the views. So you guys, if y'all ass have a problem with the shorts, y'all better short y'all ass on out of here because they ain't going nowhere. Unless I just raise or double all the prices, then I don't have to do that shit. I have to do what I have to do to be able to keep my prices where we got them. The affiliate marketing products and stuff that we're showing on our thing, those things also help me keep the prices low. And if you find something on there that you need, you're going to get a break investing in it on my YouTube channel. So I need to get some stuff ready to send off to Anthony. Yeah, we're going to get him out of jail, and I'm just going to send all the stuff. Okay, so the way I do things here is, if your family or you're in that category group, or pay me like family. Okay, so I have a playlist set up, getting people out of jail. That playlist, I'm going to highlight all of the things that I'm doing to the prosecutor eliminated package. Now, I didn't have to do anything to it because it was badass at the gate. Okay, but you know, oh, hello, Amanda. And I think this is the young lady that hired me to get Anthony home. Oh, you got Anthony. Well, I can't take the call in a three-way because I'd have to put it on the thing, and it would sound really, really, really bad. Tell Anthony Sunday night I'm going to talk about his situation, and I'm actually going to have his lawsuit finished that he's going to be using, and all that. So tell him he can call me and we can talk when I'm done here, but I'm not set up if it's a three-way. Actually, I haven't figured out how to get my phone on this stinking thing yet, so I can actually have them here and whatever. So let's set it up, Amanda, for Sunday, because Sunday I'll have everything done and I'm going to do a presentation about Anthony's situation. And we got, I think, 4 or 6 videos now. The next videos that I make, I'm going to have the judge and the prosecutor's ass in it and their names in it, or whatever. We're already kind of doing that. So eventually what's going to happen is that Anthony's shit is going to pull up right underneath their website. And the metadata, which is the paragraph and a half that you read first, is going to show that Anthony's suing their ass for $200 million. And he's coming to the table with RICO shit and foreign agent. Oh, yeah. So it got dragged out a little longer because I couldn't leave the RICO. I've been studying the RICO now for a year and a half and just waiting for opportunity to have someone with the courage and willing to do whatever it takes to get this bomb stuck in their face. So tell Anthony, he can call me later, like in like a half an hour or something, because I'm about to shut this down. We've been going for quite a while. And then he and I can talk. And then what I'm planning on, what I'd like to do is do like on the live stream on Sunday night, which is the normal live stream. I'm going to highlight the situation and what we're doing to help him. And we're also going to highlight the changes that I've made to the prosecutor eliminated package, which is adding the RICO shit and a couple other things. And if people are interested in that package to get their people home, now would be a good time, because you're not going to get this kind of one-on-one coaching situation going on like down the road. Okay, so I want to show how powerful this package is myself, so that I don't have to worry about, someone not having non-disclosure statement or whatever, and all that. And he's amped up. Yeah, well, you tell him we about to bring the fire to burn some asses over her. So I wanted to get it all set up so that when we talk on Sunday, people can see what's going on, and the fire that we're adding to this package. So if people are interested in the package and you got people you want to get home, you get the package and then follow along or watch the videos as we go, because the online course, the first online course that I'm going to put together is going to be this criminal prosecutor eliminator package. And this course is going to contain everything that you need to take care of this problem of getting hauled off to jail, getting your property. Okay, so what the hell are you talking about, Coach? Yeah, I've been through this, and I know we've been through this, and we know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the first thing, one of the things they do, okay, they want to control your income. Well, no, let's start the gate. The first thing they do is trash your name on Channel 5. They have the Justice Department put up a bunch of bullshit that looks all professional and shit or whatever. Yeah. They trash your name on Channel 5, on the newspaper, your work, all your people. It's like narcissistic bullshit. Okay, they trash your, and then they attack your bank account. Mm-hmm. Shut down your bank account or whatever. So my bank account for this business is underneath my best friend's name, who works here, who is a high-ranking person here. So if your bank account's underneath someone else's account, then they can't take it. They can't take it if two names on it. Unless the two names are both on the indictment. Okay. Come on now. Follow with me. Okay. So then they do that. Then they haul your ass off to jail. Well, they haul your ass off to court a whole bunch of times, trying to get it open and haul your ass off to jail. Okay. And then they haul your ass off to jail. And so, Amanda, you tell Anthony not to sign no more of their shit. Don't sign nothing unless they're going to beat his ass. And then underneath it, you put, I'm signing under duress because y'all about to beat my ass. Okay? If they give him a pair of socks, okay, and they're going to make him sign, I'm signing under duress because y'all going to beat my ass. So the administrative bullshit they do, okay, you sign. You sign. No. Okay? Here you go, Mr. Neighbors. Here's your orange Bob Barker shit and your sorry ass shoes. And here's some drawers that somebody else wore. You sign. Nope. Don't stop signing that shit, because his legal team said he's not a U.S. citizen that's subject to statutory codes and bullshit that they're doing to him. So the new package is going to have the RICO shit in it, along with, I'm just going to throw this on table. I didn't know why I didn't have it in my girlfriend, in my ex. Okay. So, false arrest and false imprisonment. Okay, I'm listening to Amanda talk about, I said, damn, we need to add that shit. So, we added that shit. And then I thought, this looks like RICO. Okay, what's RICO? RICO is when they make money from doing a bunch of illegal shit. Oh, then we have to prove that this one participated and that the goal was, that shit is easy. It's easy to prove. Ow! It's easy to prove if you're not in their conventional bullshit. So, tell them not to sign nothing. Just keep your head low. I'm going to get the stuff sent out Monday to him, certified mail, and I'm going to email it to you before that so you can be able to share it with him on the phone. Now, you're going to be the one to start the phone conversation, and we already talked, so you know what kind of shit you need to be laying on the table. And then when he and I start the conversation, then I'm going to step it up. And they're going to be listening. And then at some point, he's going to be telling his friends about to have their family go to winningcourtnow.com and get the same firepower that they won't have the same thing because I don't have the stuff that I'm making for you guys on the website yet. It's going to be an online course. But the stuff that we got there is enough to fire their asses up. Because you don't see nobody with any complaints about the prosecutor eliminated package. And I haven't got very many reviews on it because of the situation or whatever. And some stuff, okay, actually, most of the stuff, the lies that those assholes come up with, okay, the lies that those assholes come up with are embarrassing as hell. So I understand, okay? And these two dudes right here are willing to do whatever it takes. So, we're on Guy's Highway right now until we get Anthony out. And so here's the thing too. And so this is interesting. I had a lot of time to think about this. I told Amanda that because there's going to be some there's going to be some blowback when they get done shoving this shit in their face that I'm putting together for them. And the first thing they're going to try to say, oh well, he's practicing law without a license. Well, I have a federal license. I got off my website for $25. Oh, wait, I didn't charge myself for it, but. Okay, so let me just make the point. I'm just going to make the point. That's total bullshit. I'm not practicing law without a license. Anthony didn't hire me. This young lady hired me. I'm working for her. Okay? And Anthony is her interest. I'm working for her. So I can't be practicing law without a license if I'm not helping the person that they're trying to screw. I don't care about that anyway, because the updates that I'm putting in this package for this young lady and her sweetie is going to be the same thing that I got ready when they come for me, if they figure out where I'm at, if they figure out some kind of way to get me out to the front gate. No, I'll go. I ain't trying to cause these people no trouble. I'll go. They can take me there as long as I got my packet. I ain't even worried about it. Because that packet is going to be commissary and some free trips for some other people to get out. So, so we started out with the lawsuit package and the prosecutor eliminator thing, addresses the fact that statutes and codes are not valid laws, and so we're going after them for the Tucker's Act and one other federal act. Oh yeah, the Foreign Agent Registration Act. These are federal laws that bring criminal liability to the table. Okay? Federal laws. This is how we are bringing our federal shit up their ass. By suing them, because there's no criminal. Everything's civil. Okay? Everything is civil. So, federal acts, they have it as what the hell's an act? That's a federal law. All these months, they're all supposed to be following. Oh, but no one thinks to add that. Yeah. And Anthony's coming to the table with fraudulent concealment as the number one Oh, that's so bad. That's ahead of RICO. Okay, fraudulent concealment is a legal doctrine that tolls the statute of limitations. So, okay, so if it's fraudulently concealed, which is every damn thing they do, then if you come to the table with that, so why don't attorneys use that in? Okay, so if the judge dismissed it because of fraudulent concealment, if the judge dismissed fraudulent concealment, and it's a legal doctrine that tolls the statute of limitations, you just keep bringing it back, right? You can just keep bringing it back, right? No, you won't need to do that. Okay, you won't need to do that. In this program, the real-time feedback that we've collected from all of the badasses like this young lady and her sweetie and a bunch of other people up in here, over there, or whatever, the real-time feedback help us cut to the chase. Mm-hmm. Cut to the chase. So now, if they want to do this, okay, so the magistrate judge in Anthony's case, the magistrate judge ordered a bunch of shit, and Amanda was maxed out because they're about to have a sentencing hearing in a month or whatever. The magistrate judge does not have legal authority, does not have jurisdiction to be involved in anybody's case without the signed consent from all parties. Google that shit. Google it. You know, I told her shit to my ex once, a long time ago before. Okay, and she said, and she's a badass too. She's a badass too with this legal shit. Okay, because except she's a badass on the stage shit. If you wanted to kick their ass, okay. But anyway, so I told her, I said, no, the magistrate judge can't do shit in your case or whatever. And she said, well, no, the magistrate judge can do whatever. I said, okay. And so I just went over there. And I'm thinking, okay, no, I have ADD and my head works really funny. And I remember a lot of shit. So I pull it up. Oh, yeah, I printed it off. There you go. Shred. Oh, damn. Yeah, Max said, oh, damn, you're right. And I said, could you say that a couple of more times? Okay, so no, the magistrate judge, and if the magistrate judge is involved in your case and makes a decision or whatever, then you know, your due process got violated. The magistrate judge is a lesser judge, and it says right in their administrative lesser judge. And it says right in their shit that there's, they're not supposed to be doing nothing without all of these things and all of that shit. Basically, the magistrate judge is there to help the other fake judge because y'all in an administrative court. So the magistrate judge is a faker judge. It's the faker less. Okay, I need to work on that. Oh, and so Tammy is suing the magistrate judge, Judge Annie T. Kristoff in Tennessee for $100 million. That's why we had to go on for $200 because she's, I ain't had nobody trump my ass on the million that we suing for. And so that means the rest of y'all can't sue for more than $200 million. Okay, sorry. You can sue. Okay, so the next lawsuit, my ex getting ready to do her shit, and it's going to be for more than $200 million. But, right now, my foster kid got his stuff against the divorce people over there for $200 million, and we got a building. And, okay, so nobody got that much money, okay? Well, there ain't no money anyway. Okay, let's go back. Nobody got that much. So what we're doing is we're going to put a lien against the recorder of deeds office and their assets. Oh. And we put a list lien against the recorder of deeds office and their assets. And when they start bullshitting, because I know that's what they're going to do, when they start bullshitting, we're going to foreclose on the recorder of deeds office, and we're going to seize the assets that's in that office. Mm-hmm. So, Amanda, you need to figure out who or what office you and Anthony are going to file your lien against, because y'all coming in the door with $200 million too, and we're going to need to put a lien against some shit. So, I chose the county recorder, the recorder of deeds office, and the assets, because those are all the property deeds in there. Mm-hmm. And I dreamed about this for a really long time while I was learning foreclosure shit. Okay, I dreamed about this. I dreamed about being able to give everybody their property deeds back. No, not like Robin Hood. He was white. I'm going to be, the ghetto hood dude or something. Okay, but no, it ain't free. Okay, I ain't doing shit free over here. Okay, it ain't free. In my dream, everybody that get their property deed back, they got to leave me a video review. How bad would that be for my business? Yep. 97 million people got their property deed delivered to them like the statute for property transfer says is supposed to happen. And thanks to Coach Neighbors and Pro State Legal School and Humera, my ex-wife and the rest of my family that all supported us. Yep. All these people got their deed delivered, and oh wait, the law says it's supposed to be delivered anyway. I wonder why it wasn't. Oh wait, most people don't realize that having your deed registered, and there's no law that says your deed needs to be registered in the office, having your deed registered in the office allowed them to put the first illegal lien on your property. Coach, yeah, making sense. Work with me. The first illegal lien was the mortgage lien, and here's why. I played football in college for the University of Kansas, AD1. I boxed for 5 or 6 years after that. Those are things, two things not smart people do, so I had to keep this shit simple, okay? Think about it this way. If there were several people who owned property, all of those owners would have to be present to sign a lien against that property, right? So the fact that the alleged lender accepted your signature on proof that you own that shit already. Now, how could that be? Okay, so all of our debt's supposed to be paid for and all of that shit when they switched to Federal Reserve, fake-ass Federal Reserve notes and took gold and silver off the market. And I think that was the same time when they switched from statutes and codes to when they switched from statutes at large to revised statutes and codes bullshit. I think all of that was about the same time. And this is what I tell attorneys when they jump up in my face talking shit about my foreclosure stuff. If your deed was not registered in their office, would they be able to verify that there was a lien against, that there was a mortgage loan against your property? No. And then once your property was registered, they reclassified your property for the sole purpose of taxation. Well, wait. They reclassified your property after they got it registered so they could put the fake mortgage. Okay, what the hell you talking about, Coach? Here's the thing. The alleged loan that they said they made you for the property was generated with your own signature. It was generated with your own signature. Yep, you signed that. You signed the deed or the deed of trust or whatever the hell it was. And then after you left the table, they stamped paid to the order of on it, and the vice president signed it, and underneath that said without recourse, blah, 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 blah. And they processed that shit through the Federal Reserve for electronic credits. Those electronic credits is what they're saying was the loan. The bank, there's actually a statute, and I have it, that a federal statute that says the bank is not allowed to loan the money of the depositor's money. Just think about it. If they loan the depositor's money and they lost it, the people didn't pay, they went into foreclosure. Oh, yeah, no, they don't loan. And Modern Money Mechanics is a publication put out by some people that's way smarter than me about the fracking banking. They say that that those foods are granted 9 times the amount that went into a demand deposit account. Yeah, how could the damn bank be broke? There's some greedy asses over there. Okay, so the difference between the 42 U.S.C. 1983 foreclosure lawsuit, which addresses the fact that they're coming after with statutes and codes that are invalid laws, which is a violation of due process, and that they move you administrative court. The premium foreclosure defense package also addresses what we just got done talking about, the illegal path that the loan took after you left the table. They altered all of that shit, changed that shit, processed it to the. So in the premium foreclosure package, okay, we're addressing the 42 U.S.C. 1983 situation and the statute and codes non-valid laws and all that. But we're also addressing the mortgage fraud, the real estate deed fraud. This is what it is, real estate deed fraud. And that package, that's the name of the lawsuit in the premium package for real estate deed fraud. Because they registered your deed, they started all this other shit, they altered it after you left the table, whatever. Now, that package also addresses the other package stuff, but it addresses the real estate. And you're saying there are 6 things missing from the documents that they're going to file in court or they filed in court to start the foreclosure process. And a couple of those, so one of those 6 things you're saying is missing is that you and the lender agreed that the borrower would be repaid. And your ass is the borrower because you're the only name on the thing. It's not even a contract because the bank ain't signed shit nowhere. Check it. The bank didn't sign shit anywhere. And so you're saying that you and the lender agreed that the borrower would be repaid, which is you. The other thing that I can remember off the top of my head of the 6 things that we're saying in the premium package is that you and the lender agreed that the deal, the mortgage loan would be done according to the Gallup County principles. And it wasn't. And so they can't say that it was because it wasn't. They can't say that they didn't do it according to the federal banking regulations because they would be admitting that, that lawsuit is undefeated. The only people that had trouble with it are people that got it and didn't watch the instructional video that comes with it. You can't use all those other videos and all that other shit with the premium package, okay? The premium package is what came out of all of that. So if you start using all of that shit, you're just dumbing down what you just paid, almost $2,000 for. And then you're going to be giving them an opportunity to take a bunch of punches at your ass. And then you're going to be contacting me, freaking out because, and I'm going to already know what the problem is. I'm going to already know what the damn problem is. Because this ain't my first rodeo. And all of this shit I put together myself. I'm already going to know what the problem is. Mm-hmm. The problem is you're coaching yourself in their conventional bullshit because you're in a hurry, because of your fear, or your emotions that didn't get checked at the freaking curb. Fear and emotions need to be at the curb, checked at the curb. Okay? I get to do the emotions because I'm the coach putting shit together. And I don't really have no fear because the fear causes limitations. Okay? The fear causes limitations. And I already went through that 14 attorneys later, 33 months later, or whatever. You know, in the next video that I have to, when I talk about on Sunday, I'm going to let you guys know how I got out. Okay? I'm going to let you know how I got my ass out of jail. That's I think that'll be fitting to have with the program that we're going to have on Sunday. So, okay, I need to get the hell out of here and go get something to drink on Thursday. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. Yeah, Susan, you're okay. So you're absolutely freaking right. Rah. Yeah. But I still got something to say. Okay. The system is structured to do exactly what it's doing. So it's not really a high level of corruption. It's just the system is structured to do exactly what it's doing. It's structured to take control of your property. You know, back in the day, you know, people kept their deed in their freaking kept their deed in their fucking safe or wherever. And it didn't have to be in nobody's office. And these people lie, oh, we need to make sure that your property don't get, you know, somebody else take over. Okay. Once your shit is on the internet, anybody can look at it. People can pull up, and other countries can pull up this shit. Every state has a association, a registration of deeds association. And in my opinion, either way, in my opinion, that's where the registration starts with your property. Starts there, and then over here to the little funky office. And this is why you just got a letter, you're in foreclosure. You got a letter yesterday. Oh, wait. They already been coming to your house, the realtors and stupid asses or whatever, for the last couple of weeks. How's that? Because your shit's on their freaking internet. There ain't no way in hell that these fools can sell your property in 30 days if they didn't already have all this shit on the internet. Mm-hmm. So you're in foreclosure, add the registration and deed association. Add their asses as a defendant. Add the Supreme Court, because the Supreme Court rules are local rules that you can screw your ass over with every day in court. Oh, and we did that. Oh, there was we had some mad bar members come to the live stream yelling and shit. Oh, they're welcome to come anytime, but they need to get their shit together because these dudes they couldn't even, their grammar was way worse than mine. All right, no. You know, they want to challenge me. Anybody want to challenge what I got to say, then send me an email. I'll send you the link. And I'll give you the time. I ain't going to interrupt you till you're done before I chop your ass up. Ow. Amanda, you let Anthony know it's taking a little longer because we had some more shit in there. We got. Okay. Oh, that's it. That's his shit right there that we coming to the table with. We had to add the false imprisonment and the false arrest. And I should have had that stuff in my extra stuff too, but we're gonna add it in. And then when we get done punching him in the face with her stuff, then I'm gonna punch him in the face with my stuff. But I'm already punching him because I got a lawsuit filed in state court against the police for the last time they arrested me on some bullshit. But I haven't had nothing. I just let it set over there because in foster kid shit was more important. And so once you learn their fraudulent concealment, you can tell the statute of limitations. We ain't in a hurry to do nothing. And I want them to try and stop me. Ow. But yeah, I got to get this puppy finished up because I want to get it mailed out of here. I want to get it mailed out of here tomorrow. And I'm also going to be sending Anthony his bar card. And so all he has to do is sign it. Thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. I got to get back to work here before I get too late and I started falling asleep. But these people wouldn't let me bring my extra stuff today that I have, whenever I'm here. But I'm still in this puppy. Actually, they have another one that they're going to let me use. It's really badass. When you know the right people, this is you get to do this kind of shit when you got superheroes in your life. Okay, guys, I gotta go.